I'm particularly proud and happy about the young filmmakers, actors, singers, writers, producers that are coming up behind my generation. In particular, Barry Jenkins. Young people understand this young man made 10, 15, 20 short films before he got the opportunity to make Moonlight. So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Friday, May the 25th, 2018, in the studios of WLTT 1180 AM. I'm your host, Daoud El-Amin. The show is called No Cover, Straight Talk, No Chaser. We're coming to you out of the port city of Wilmington, North Carolina. The number of the day is 910-765-0097. I'm going to type that in so you will have it on our Facebook page as well, 910-765-0097. It's a call-in line today. You may want to call in. You may have a comment. You may just want to say hi today. I've got a lot of stuff to review, and then we're going to go into Healthy Living Friday. Got a review from last week. Y'all inboxes are funny. I like them. Keep them coming. The questions that you ask keep coming. Someone asked me repeat those 4 things that I'm not waiting for anymore. And I'm going to do a show on those 4 things and go through them in detail. But again, the 4 things that I'm not waiting on, I'm not waiting on the sky to open up. I'm not waiting on everything to be equal. I'm not waiting on the waters of justice. And I'm not waiting for all black folks to be the same color. And we talk about that on Monday in more detail. But those are the 4 things I've decided I'm not waiting on them anymore. I'm just going to live life the way it is, the way it's dealt to me, and I'm going to make the best of it. Because me waiting on those things, me trying to spend my time and spin my wheels is just, it's nerve-wracking. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up. But I'm not waiting on them anymore. I'm moving out. I got things to do, and I got things to accomplish. My children got things to do. I got to make sure we make a legacy in this country. And so that's where we at now. So if you want to roll with me. Monday, we'll talk more in detail about those 4 things because I've got a big debate on it. Have you given us the spirituality? No, I still believe in my spiritual essence. Still believe where I am spiritually. I'm just not waiting on the sky to open up no more. Just simple as that. I'm not waiting on equality now. Here's when I say I'm not waiting on equality. Okay, so if I get equality, so it's going to take it from somebody else, and they're going to be fighting for equality. So what? It's going to be constant battle. I'm not tired of this battle. I'm going to live it the way it is. If I go to the bank and I know it's unequal, I'm going to make sure I go prepared to get the money. If I got to work, if I got to have a double business plan, a triple business plan, if I got to have a more professional look, I'm going to have a more professional look. I already know it's unequal when I go in there. So why would I go in there with some jeans on and a T-shirt when I know I need to go in there with my briefcase, my shirt and tie, a portfolio package, my credit in line to try to get the money I need to open the business I'm trying to do. Use common sense, that's all. Hey, we talk about that on Monday. You all crying about the other thing I want to jump into on this stress level. I'm gonna get rid of your stress level today. You all is crying about the NFL. I feel you, and I feel your pain. I know I'm feeling your pain about the NFL because I didn't watch a game of football last year, and some of y'all did. So a lot of you all that's talking and mouthing on Facebook page and social media about the NFL, I didn't watch one game of football last year. I set out the boycott. I boycotted. I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all. Matter of fact, I can't even tell you what the final score was. Didn't watch it, didn't care. Had made up my mind I was going to support in the way I supported. I was going to pull my dollars. That's what I did, and that's what I was committed to. But I already knew this was coming. I want you to think about it this way. Number one, the NBA already has the same policy already in place. A brother shared with me this morning. It's called the Rauf policy. There was a brother that was praying during the middle of the national anthem, and they came out with their policy in the early 90s behind that situation. There was also Craig Hodges, who was influencing the Chicago Bulls, and they came out with policy to keep from being disrupted. There was also Allen Iverson, who dressed a certain way, and they came out with dress policies to make sure the players acted a certain way. The NBA has already had this policy in place. The only difference in the NFL is the NFL just got wise enough to follow their suit and put a policy in place. You should have known it was coming. If I work for Corning or GE, or I work for the United Airlines, or I work for the United States government, and I came in with a shirt or a t-shirt on that my boss or supervisors felt was derogatory or felt was offensive, they could tell me, A, take my shirt off, or B, take my butt home. A or B, take the shirt off or go home. That's called an employer rights. The only thing the NFL did was enacted their employer rights. Am I upset that they acted? Yes. Am I pissed? Yes. But I see it coming? Yes, I saw it coming. I knew they would come up with a policy because they're losing their bottom line. They're losing dollars. If you want to get mad at anyone, get mad at the players for continuing to go back to the plantation. If all of the NBA stars said tomorrow they're not playing, and the NFL players that are black said tomorrow they're not playing, it'll simply shut down. But guess what? They're not leaving the $1 million on the table, and you all know that. So if you're not making $1 million, why are you fighting and upset at someone else who's making $1 million and not willing to fight the same fight that you're willing to fight? I see all these, yeah, thank you, James. I see all these people fussing and arguing and crying a fit about the NFL making an employee policy. But these jokers making millions of dollars. I'm not talking about no chump change. I'm talking about millions of dollars. And they not willing to stop playing football because they've been playing since Pop Warner. They not willing to give up their identity as a football player. They're not willing to sit the season out. They gave them an option. Here's the funny part about it. And I'm not letting the NBA off the hook, the NFL off the hook, but here's the catch. The NFL gave them a policy. If you don't want to stand for the flag, stay in the locker room. The NBA, they don't have that policy. The NBA, you must stand on the floor with your team. The NBA, you must have your hands at your side at the flag. That's an NBA policy. The NFL gave them an option. I thought that was nice. If you don't want to participate, stay in the locker room. Now, on the other hand, the brothers need to just find another way to protest because they didn't call your card. And believe me, there are going to be very few, maybe 1, 2, or 3, that's going to try to break that rule and get fined a penalty for sitting down this year or kneeling. It's over. It's over. And so if you all is getting upset because they pulled the card, get mad because they're going back on the plantation. All of it's plantation. It's a plantation. Wherever you work, it's a plantation. You go get your job. Unless you're working for yourself and doing for self and have your own business and your own enterprise, I don't care where you work at. If you had a uniform to put on, there's a certain criteria for that uniform. If you work for McDonald's and you go in there with Burger King pants on, they're going to tell you to go home. You go in there with some jeans on, they're going to tell you to go home. Why? Because that is their dress code policy. I don't care where you work at. Don't get upset with the players, y'all. I just had to get that out there today. How y'all doing? It's Friday. I'm feeling good. Walking away from $1 million is not the same as walking away from $12 an hour. James, yes, it is if you ain't got no home to go to. James said it ain't the same as walking away from $12.50 an hour. If $12.50 all I got, and he got $1 million, see, he ain't gonna walk away from that $1 million. They didn't end up in that lifestyle. And they once you see the $1 million lifestyle, I'm gonna deal with that one, James. I see what you're saying. But $1 million lifestyle, I live $1 million lifestyle. I only got about.
I don't waste no time on it, bro.
I live $1 million lifestyle.
Yeah.
With my lifestyle at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, I'm living. He living paycheck to paycheck. I'm living paycheck to paycheck too. Because he's spending more than I am, but I'm living the same lifestyle. I'm not walking. I'm not paying. I'm not walking away. I'm not going to. If your boss say, "Hey, you got to put a towel on," I'm putting a towel on. If a boss say, "Hey, you know, you gotta you gotta stand," you gotta stand. It's his job. It's his place, and he has the right to say, "Go home." Healthy Living Friday, y'all. I got some questions for you today, boss. I got Hustle in the house. I'm gonna get off there. We coming back to that on Monday. Y'all want to tune back in on Monday? We'll follow back up on those things that I don't like to do, because I like to talk about health on Friday and fitness, because I got a whole lot of questions for my brother here today. Before we get off the air, on on health. Now, I'm telling you, I'm feeling good now.
Hot out there.
Huh?
Hot out there.
Man, I got it. I'm down to I'm at one. What I did this the other day. It was 101 at 73. My blood pressure rate.
Uh-huh.
Now, last month I was at 160 to 140. I ain't tell you that. And one day I was 160 to 140. It's almost hospital time. Mm-hmm. I was at 164. My blood pressure was up that high. I got it down to 101 to 70, 73, 74, like that. It's in range. It's ideal. I've been using the herb. I went back to the book. Mm-hmm. I went back to what I had to do. What I found out from that is, you all that are having problem with health, I'm gonna give you my own testimony, and then I'm gonna let Hustle Muscle chime in on where he want to go with this. What I realized was I was procrastinating and being lazy. That's what I realized. I realized I was doing what I wanted to do. Yeah. I was doing what I liked to do. I was doing what I knew better than I knew I wasn't supposed to do. And I was just being doggone right lazy. And what I decided to do was, when it went that high, I decided I love life better than I love being lazy. Yeah. So what I decided to do was get myself a routine on my herbs, on my routine on my diet, and routine on my exercise, and stick to that. Not much, because I didn't want to burn myself out, but I stick to a routine. I'm going to do the routine on a daily basis, and then cut out all the foolishness that I was doing, which I knew I shouldn't have been doing, and doing things that I knew was detrimental to my body. So when I got that out, I started seeing the impact, and I started seeing the numbers go down. Because I asked myself, I said, why am I going to a doctor who's going to put me on medication to get my blood pressure down, when I know good and well, my mama told me about ginger, and I know good and well I learned about turmeric. And I know good and well them inflammations can help me. Now I'm gonna show you, I hope my brother is online today. I don't know if he can see. Since I've done that, have you seen my inflammation go down? My inflammations went down. I mean, within 2 weeks.
Your skin will clear up too, man.
It went to 2 weeks. Yeah. My inflammation was in my skin. And all of that was nothing more than disease. Yeah. And what I decided to do, I decided to make sure that my urine turned color. And I wasn't going to stop doing what I did until my urine changed color. And I wanted to go from dark to light to doggone near white. And I ain't stopping until I get it white, because I know then I'm living a clean, healthy life. I knew that before. Yeah. But what I did, I had put the teachings and I had put my lessons in the back of my head and did what I wanted to do. So I don't want to hear, I'm talking about 2 weeks change.
Well, see, the thing is I run into it all the time, man. People just want to do what they want to do, and they don't, and you can't get those results and the progress like that. And it's all in the. I tell people this. It's called body manipulation.
Explain.
You got to manipulate your body for change. I can't really explain it to you. What I can tell you is that it involves your everyday lifestyle. And you have to manipulate, meaning you have to step outside of your comfort box, meaning you have to do what you don't want to do, meaning you have to stop being stubborn, meaning you have to stop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to just stop all those habits. That's all the body manipulation.
And then I put a check on myself too. I use my wife.
Yeah.
If you see me doing X, Y, Z, spank me.
Yeah, well,
Pop me.
It's for instance, if you're obese, probably means you eat too much.
Right.
So how you manipulate your body? Stop eating so much.
Yeah.
It's real simple. You know what I'm saying?
They make it complicated.
Well, because everybody's case is merely different, but the root of it is body manipulation, and not everybody can do it. Like everybody can't do it, man.
I'm realizing it.
I don't care how much people Google. I don't care how much they read. It's all how you take that information and all how you comprehend.
Well, see, it's a mental shift, really, and I'm realizing that because the whole while I've been going through this for the last 6 months, I've been dealing with this, trying to get myself back together.
Yeah.
So I had to utilize. I'm gonna tell you what I utilized. I knew Ramadan was coming, so I used it to my advantage.
Right.
What I did was I said, okay, I'm lazy over here, but I know during Ramadan is when I get my strength. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to force me to do what I was supposed to do anyway, which I already could have been doing months before. This ain't nothing but a month. It didn't change. But I used it as a
detox.
Yeah, I used it as detox. I said I'm gonna use this time period to get it right. And then I started seeing it. I was like, wow, 8 days, 9 days, all of a sudden it started going down.
Yeah.
What am I doing different? Oh, okay, I'm doing what I was doing before anyway, but I cut out the foolishness and all the garbage and made sure, okay, I got my mind right and I'm physically, it had to be a mental shift for me.
Yeah.
And so I can now see how people don't lose weight or don't get clean because it took a mental shift. It took something that's saying it took something that I hold high in esteem over me.
Yeah.
You know, my faith is high. So it's like, okay, now if you can't get it right during this time period, then you really doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to use that spook in my head to say, you know.
But you know, Ramadan is something that you've been practicing for years, man.
Yeah.
So what happens is, you're right, it is a mind shift because your mind is like, we do this every year.
Yeah, because I had the same information 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago.
We do it
wasn't when I had the information, I knew what to do. I knew to bring my turmeric out, knew to get my ginger, knew to get my teas at night, knew to eat right, knew to exercise, knew to study. You know, it wasn't I didn't have it. I just fell off the camel and wasn't doing it. I knew not to put no intoxicants in my body. I ain't supposed to be drinking. But it was just laziness and hard-headedness. And so what I'm saying is, this society makes you comfortable not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
It does.
You know.
It makes it okay. I think the last show that we did last week, man, I said that, you know, a lot of stuff that they got us doing, man, is programmed. We ain't supposed to be doing it. Yeah.
We had a show on that Monday. I told them we programmed, period. And we had a big show on programming Monday. Yeah. And folks was telling me we ain't, you know, I went to a thing on last Sunday and I said, we are black people have been programmed.
Yeah.
And I said it and upset people because I said we still program today.
Man,
and people got upset with me.
Saying that means that they programmed themselves.
Well, they rolled their eyes, they were biting their lip, they were like, I can't get with the programming word. And I'm like, no, it's a word I have to use because I have to give it to you the way it is. Yeah. What you eat, you're programmed to eat. What you drink, what you watch on TV. Yeah. That's why they call it TV programming. They got it lined up in a way. And if you sit there for 8 hours and watch it, you're watching what they want you to watch for those 8 hours of programming, unless you alter it and go to another channel and put in something else. Yeah. But they got it lined up the way you want to. And I'm like, why can't people see that that's the same way they got us in health? When you go down the street, you're going down Orleans, there's billboards. Yeah. That's a stimulus programming to get you to do certain things. It's called advertising. They're trying to get, I'm shooting up the advertising. Lord jeez, I'm on the red. But that's what it is. It's called advertising to get you to go to a certain direction and move in a certain way. The idea for us is to break out of that. Yeah. And it now I understand why it's so difficult having gone through this process myself. I understand that why it's so difficult for people to break out of the concept, break out of the reality, break into reality, because they sitting there glued to something.
Well, now you understand the concept of the lifestyle transformation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to transform it from the inner, man. That transform your whole thought process, man. You know what I'm saying? If not, nothing else is going to work. You know, me having to transform my whole thought process, man. I mean, been through all I've been through, doing all what I've done, definitely the bad stuff I've done.
Oh yeah, we did some stuff.
I mean, you know, you have to transform away from that, and you know, I mean, and we both owned bars before, and assisted people in getting intoxicated and drunk
every night.
You know what I'm saying?
We assisted. We wanted them to get drunk.
How we made money. So I mean, you know, not only did we, you know, give the alcohol to them, we also indulge in alcohol ourselves
consistently.
You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, man, I had that bar. I said, most I ever drunk in my life, man. I mean, I drink so much that I just get sick.
But it becomes. I understand now why people have such a. For those that are listening, that are having struggling, and those that might listen to the tape, I really feel for you. If you're having weight issues, because you're hurting you, weight is hurting you.
Yeah.
Weight and well, no, let me just say weight and poor health, because you can be as thin as I was and have poor health too.
Yeah.
Poor health choices. If you're not taking care of your health, you know, I don't want to go out at 65, man.
Yeah.
I mean, 60. I mean, I'm watching people go out in 54 and 55 and 60s, and they don't have to. You can make it to 80, 90.
Yeah.
You know, based on how you know, and what gets me is I'm seeing people that don't take care of their left making 89. So I know I can get it if I take care of myself.
Yeah, but you know, the bad choices, they come later on.
Yeah.
We don't see them now. We see them later on. That's what I tell people. You ain't gonna see that stuff right now.
Yeah.
You'll see it later on.
Yeah. It's that bones and
you'll see it later on.
Bones start acting up on your knees, start acting up on, because right now they in a mode. I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing we found. Okay, so you all, and I'm gonna talk about for substance issues. Yeah. One of the biggest things I found in the field that we work in, coming out of reentry work. Right now we deal with a lot of folks that's coming out with substance abuse issues.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of detoxing.
Mm-hmm.
Once we start the detoxing, about 30 days after they detox, you start seeing all kind of medical issues come up. Mm-hmm. Because what has happened is what they've been putting in their body has masked the medical condition for so many days. Mm-hmm. So their teeth start hurting. They got cavities they didn't know they had. Mm-hmm. They got ankle problems, knee problems. They got weight. All of a sudden, all these ailments start coming. But what has been happening is they have been masking them. Mm-hmm. And food does the same thing.
Yeah.
It eating and making yourself feel good by that food or whatever you're doing, staying in that same condition, you really don't feel all the elements that your body is dealing with until you start eliminating. Mm-hmm. As you start getting cleaner, you start seeing, like right now, I got a little spur in my back.
Yeah.
It's probably been there a long time.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden the spur kicking in my back. I'm like, okay, that come from not stretching in the morning. That come from that bone that's been back there a minute. I've been masking it. And so you start seeing all the elements that come out as you start. Do you find that with people as they start changing? Because that was one question I was going to ask you. You find it with people as they start changing, they hate leaving where they left. They end up going back because they hate leaving who they were or what they left, because they start seeing this is harder. Because see, what I realize is,
I see it all the time.
Okay, so because I realize is, when people understand that when you start transforming, it's harder than doing what you're doing.
It is.
Because you can't make, y'all be sitting there, y'all be doing all this stuff and act like it's fun. It ain't fun.
Well, it's fun. It's fun to me now.
To now.
Yeah. And back in 15, you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't fun.
It was a struggle.
It was a struggle.
So I tell people, I'd be like, I've been through that same struggle. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're dealing with. I've been through that same. That's what makes me good at what I do, because I can relate.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't have the textbook education for this. I got the hands-on application to this.
Yeah.
That's what makes me good at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can relate. You can relate to where they've been at.
Yeah, I've been.
You can,
I didn't just. All right, I'm gonna just take this course and read this book.
Yeah.
No, I've been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gave up my car for a couple of months to only ride a bicycle. Yeah. I gave up my motorcycle to ride a bicycle. Yeah. I gave up friends to pursue health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? I made all these sacrifices to do this, and I tell people you got to sacrifice some stuff.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people go into it thinking, okay, I'm gonna go out here to the gym a couple weeks and work out it, and then it's gonna be no. This is what you talking about doing. When you talking about transforming your life, it is not going to be easy. Yeah, and I think a lot of people, you got to be straight up with them and say, look, if you even jump on this road, because what happened, they found out it's hard, and then they run back home.
Man, I don't help people build summer bodies, man.
Yeah,
if somebody come to me and want to build a summer bodies, I ain't even wasting my time.
Yeah.
Man. Because it's a time wasted for somebody that just want. I just want to build a summer body. No. You need to build a body for all year.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, even though I'm training for my show, but my goal is to be a certain way all year. I don't want to be healthy 12 months all year. It's a lifestyle. I don't want to just get healthy for the summer, man. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? So,
how you doing, Robin?
So it's definitely a lifestyle shift that a lot of people do struggle with. And they only struggle with it because they're stubborn. That's the only reason.
Stubborn, yeah. I can relate to that because that's why I enjoyed doing what I was doing, sitting around being lazy. And I'm saying being lazy because what happens is you're getting in a rut. You get lazy, you get mundane, and I get to it. I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to it, and you keep putting it off and putting it off.
Every day that you just gonna get to it puts you a day behind schedule. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm gonna start Monday. I'm gonna start after Memorial Day.
Yeah, I don't want to be going to a doctor every other week. I don't want to be having my blood pressure high. I don't want to have deal with sugar. I don't want to deal with these elements that make me feel uncomfortable. Because I want to enjoy life. So you want to enjoy life and you're dealing with elements, get rid of the elements. There's only about 1 or 2 that I know that's uncurable. I mean curable death sentences. Mm-hmm. There's certain things you get on you almost like a death sentence. It's a matter of time.
No, Magic's still here.
He is. Yeah, he is. He's still here. He's still rolling. Man, he got that good medicine too. Right. But he's still here. But it's only ones that have that, stigma on it.
Yeah.
But the other ones are pretty much, I don't see one that's not manageable. You can't, that's not manageable. I see breast cancer survivors. I see cancer survivors every day.
Yeah.
And they're living life and enjoying life.
And you talking about mindset, man. Somebody that's dealing with a situation like that. Yeah. Man, I salute.
That's a mindset change. That's a mindset. And so what I want people to know now is you don't have to go there to get the mindset. You don't have to face death to see mindset. The reality is I've got 2 grandchildren and 1 on the way.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at them saying, I don't want to go to their graduation rolling.
Yeah.
I want to go walking. Yeah. And I don't want to walk with no cane.
If I want to skip, I want to be able to skip.
If I want to run up there and shake their hand, I want to run down the aisle and scream down the middle of the aisle. Yeah. Those are my grand. I want to see them enjoy. I want to be able to enjoy life with them. I want to be able to take my grandchildren out to the park and to the amusement park.
Let me be clear on something, man. All right, because right now you're getting on lazy people, and I'm gonna defend the lazy people. All right, I'm gonna defend them.
Okay,
I'm gonna defend them. I gotta defend them.
Okay.
Here's why I gotta defend them, because people are most of the time misled because they feel as though, if they start getting active, that their body is going to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That they're going to lose certain features. I hear it all the time.
So what?
Yeah, I hear it all the time. I hear people say, look, I don't want to look like you. I'm like, no. What I do
is different. You and your body has different
program. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do is a totally different program. No, I don't want to lose my butt. I don't want to lose, especially women. I don't want to lose my thighs to be thick. You're like, no, they ain't thick. They too damn big. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not healthy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to lose. Listen, hey, you have to take a step back And that's why I think before we said that, you know, I don't know if it's us as men, but, you know, we kind of give that misperception like stuff look good and it really don't.
We had that,
And really
conversation. I had a conversation with
a health risk. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if we need to stop painting that picture.
Well, we had that. I remember I told you I had.
I don't know.
What's the name up there? And we had that conversation, and women got kind of.
I don't know how
they didn't get offended, but we painted. They have given us a picture now that the thickness is beautiful, and it is. You know, everybody has a beautiful look. But the healthy part, when we start talking about, see, my mom was heavy, and my mom was I come from a heavy.
Say big boned,
huh?
Just say big boned.
My mom was heavy.
Okay.
Big, you call it big. What? My mom was big.
Yeah.
And big, and my father was big.
Yeah.
And my mother decided one day that enough was enough. She got tired of the way she looked.
Yeah.
She got tired of the way she felt.
But you know what? And the thing about it is, your father probably accepted her for who she was.
Oh yeah, because he was big too.
She probably didn't have to change anything.
Well, he was big too, and my father was a country boy, and he loved that country food.
Yeah.
You know, he loved the pig. You know, we had it at the house. He loved the pork chops. He loved the pig, and he loved that country southern food. Yeah. You know, go home and back in what you call them, they roast the whole thing on the roaster.
Yeah.
So that's the way he grew up, and that's the way she cooked. My mother cooked the cake every week. I mean, you always come to the house. My mother had a cake or 2 or 3 cakes at the house every week. You know, people come to my house for her cakes because she loved to have food, and I love to cook now. But she finally got to a point that she got tired, and it was on her. And when I saw her do the transformation, when my mother lost weight, I saw a whole new mom. I fell in love with a whole new person. The mother that I had growing up when I was younger, as a baby, ain't the same mother that I had when I got older. I had a mother that I could talk to now. I had a mother that I could, hang out with now.
You know why? You know why? Because I tell all my clients this. You're gonna become a new person, and every one of my clients, they'll tell you, I say this: you're gonna lose some stuff, you're gonna gain some stuff, but the stuff that you're gonna gain is far going to exceed what you're gonna lose. You're gonna gain yourself.
And I agree with you.
You're gonna gain you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna gain you, and gaining you is important. You know what I'm saying? Gaining a better, happy value about yourself. Yeah. Man, you can't replace that. I'd rather lose 20 friends and be happy about me. Yeah.
And that's what happened to her. She had a whole new personality. Yeah. Her mind changed, her body changed. And when it changed, her whole personality, her whole thought process changed. She was energy. And then what happened was, it caused my father to do the same thing. He saw it and like, whoa.
You'd be surprised. Listen, man, you'd be surprised at the men that try to deter their woman away from getting healthier or feeling better about themselves or looking better.
Because they're afraid.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
they better.
You'd be surprised at the men that have an issue with that.
They afraid because they know I need to reverse too.
And that's what I say. I say that, and that's because they don't want to reverse or reevaluate themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They're looking at their situation, and she getting off them slick, slim looking, and I'm still the same. She making this change, and somebody else looking, and they can't handle that. So yeah, they better. And it does, but it's all about choices. Yeah. It always, when it comes down to me, and I realize it's about, and I have to realize that and say that to the audience. It's all about choice, all our personal choices. It's what you want to do. If you want to stay the way you are, fine. Yeah, that's your choice. I can't hammer to the way.
But don't expect for me to stay.
I'm not gonna stay that way, and I'm gonna keep pushing a healthy lifestyle and especially for our children. Yeah. Because I'm seeing now, and a lot of times in the school system, I'm seeing children following the same path of negative eating as their parents.
What they see at home.
But they eating. Yeah. And again, you all dump these processed foods out your refrigerator. Man.
I'm telling you, listen, if we want to, that's what I'm saying. We spend all this time talking about the NFL.
We boycott, yeah.
We want to boycott Ronald McDonald.
Exactly.
And that Wendy's girl. Yeah.
When we want to boycott somebody, we boycott that's killing us. Because the NFL is not killing us.
And the Colonel.
But this stuff that we eating every day if we put in our system every day is killing us on a daily basis, and we don't see it because we don't recognize it. I mean, there's some documentaries on YouTube. You don't believe me? There are documentaries on YouTube that show what they're putting in the food, y'all. It's not common knowledge, but it's knowledge that's accessible to you. The way they fatten up the hormones they put in the foods, and the way they make the meat bigger and clone the meat nowadays, you got to be very careful of what you eat and how you're getting it.
Well, you know, that's the thing, man. We've been programmed.
Yeah.
And because you know why? Because we used to have to eat scraps.
Oh,
We don't have to eat scraps no more.
We don't have to.
We don't have to eat scraps anymore.
Yeah.
We don't have to. And I consider the unhealthy food scraps.
Yeah. I didn't realize the big difference between, I mean, honestly, I didn't know the big difference between a farm egg and a regular egg.
Yeah. Man,
we got eggs to link.
Yeah, I'm pretty out. Listen, man, but you know what? Here's the thing, man. I wish that I even have my own little place where I can grow my, you know what I'm saying?
Working on, that's my next stop. I had a human Red Cross Street.
Yeah.
I started, and then I left, and where we at now, that's my job next summer. We do it at Link. And I mean, we got some cabbage coming up right now that's the first time, because this first year we did cabbage. And I didn't know how the cabbage enwraps itself to make itself whole. Because I'm watching it and it's totally balling, and I'm watching it every day because I'm trying to get some of that cabbage, but it ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
But I'm watching how the cabbage enwraps itself and makes it bold and wraps it. But we're growing some cabbage this year, got some tomatoes, some okra coming up, got fresh eggs and honey's coming out in about 1 or 2 weeks.
You got some honey?
Oh yeah, we got organic honey.
Oh, man.
And for those that don't know the difference in organic honey, we have organic honey that's local organic honey, and the difference is the pollen. So if you go to Tidal Creek or you go to Trader Joe's and you get organic honey, it's not necessarily from your neighborhood. So the pollens in your ad might be different from Arizona, of Chicago somewhere. So if that honey is coming from another state and it's not local, it's not fighting the pollens, and that local honey is gonna fight the pollens in your area, especially when people got hay fever. So the local honey goes like that. But we got two hives back there. Still got some collards. Went doing carrots this year and potatoes.
Okay.
So we hopefully have that farmers market open in a minute, and I'm able to get my fresh produce there. Now, the one thing I haven't been able to find that I'm looking for is where to get. I'm looking because I wanted, this year is my year working on that, is where to get my meats from. We used to have a place in Bladenboro we used to get our halal meat from. I used to get my lamb and goat, but I haven't found a place to get chickens raised. They call them where chickens raised off the ground. The best chickens are the ones that's raised up on the feed and not on the ground and feeding off the ground. So I've been trying to find out where to get those chickens from that's not dealing with the hormone. But it's all about what you put in your body. Yeah. I'm planning on. You got
to get active, man. If it's just a walk through your neighborhood.
Did you go out to Smith Creek yet?
Nah.
I tell you about
Smith Creek.
Listen,
Now, on the way to work this morning, I'll tell you what I said. I got to buy me a bike rack this weekend because I'm ready to do my bike ride. The weather changing.
Oh yeah. I'm
ready to get out and enjoy the weather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And do some and get active, man. Get my wind up. Get everything up. You know.
910-765-0097. Moesha, I'm sorry I missed your call. Call again. I'll get you on the line. I'm looking at it right now.
But the weather's changing, man. We got to get out here and get active, man.
Yeah.
The outside is good for that wind.
Yeah.
But I am going though. You told me about it.
Yeah, go there and ride that park. Ride that little path over there. That's an excellent path to go through. I missed that sister's call. I know she mad at me. She don't know if she usually don't. She made it in bold letters so I can see it. Nobody's forced you to buy. The blame starts at home. Home cooked meals are at an all-time low. Yes, they are. I mean, we always talk about that. We go in that grocery shop and tip how you can shop, and you can shop for a family and take care of your family on low meals. It's at a.
Hey man, I need to put together a class on.
We need to have a seminar on how to cook.
Because you know what I'm saying? I go in the grocery store. I told you, man, I talk very, very little. I wave and I keep going.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission. I ain't got time to talk.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to follow you through to this aisle. I don't need to be over there. I know what I'm going to get. I go in there. I come out of there.
Yes, caller, you on air? Caller.
Hello?
Hello. How you doing? You on the air?
Hey, like I said in my comments, I was just talking about this to one of my elder neighbors. We was talking about the fast food epidemic and ordering in and out. What these kids and, well, what these young parents, I mean, all age parents need to learn is healthy living, how to grow food, what types of food to buy, access to farm markets and stuff like that, because nobody is forced to buy the fast food. You know, that's a choice. So we can't put the blame on McDonald's or anybody else. I mean, if we put the knowledge in the sisters or even the fathers on how to prepare healthy foods or whatever, I think that our kids would be less obese. Of course, high blood pressure wouldn't run so high, and diabetes, just like the lady said on your comment section as well. So that might be something that everybody needs to bring up, you know, possibly gardening and stuff like that. I think that's very important. I think that's what we need to bring back to the community.
I appreciate your call, sis, and don't be a stranger.
I won't. I just got my day off, and I was like, let me watch this show. So.
We appreciate your call, sis.
All right.
Yes.
That's going to be a hard, that's a hard mission to get people to.
Well, it's okay. So you said hard mission.
Yeah.
All right, now, here's the problem. You say it's a hard mission, and I just, when you said it, it hit me.
Yeah.
That's why I gave up. That's why I'll go back to my top of my show. That's why I gave up the 4 things I'm giving up now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer waiting for the sky to open up. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm no longer waiting for everything to be equal. It's just unequal, and it's gonna be that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it may change, but that's where it's gonna be. It's. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Right now, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna live with it the way it is. The rivers of justice coming down, they're not here. I'm 54 years old. I've been dealing with this American situation for 54 years. It is what it is. I've been fighting it for 54 years. I've been struggling for 54 years. Yeah. So now I'm gonna live it the way that when I go in the car at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna expect to get stopped. Yeah. Because I already know what I'm living with. And I'm gonna stop thinking and acting like black folks gonna always be the same color. Or when I say that, mean they gonna all think alike. They not. Yeah. Okay, so I'm giving up that. So when I say you say it's a hard thing to fight for, what I am willing to fight for now, that's something I can fight for. Yeah. I can fight for making sure my people know how to eat right. So that they can live longer.
But the thing is again, and I ain't.
So we got to do some seminars. I ain't gonna let you off the hook.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna let you off the hook.
I mean, but you know what? Even to do the seminars, man. Even to do the seminars, it's still going to be a struggle.
Oh yeah,
because we want to do
what we want to do.
And I'm not giving up. I'm not throwing notes because please don't nobody think that. You know what I'm saying? That this is my passion. This is what I love to do. Yeah. But we have to take a total different look at this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
But those are things. Those are things we can accomplish to make us live longer. Right. Yes, we're gonna be living in an unjust world. Yes, we're gonna be living in an unequal world. Yes, we're gonna be living in a world where some of us still waiting for the sky to open. But guess what? We're gonna be living. Yeah. We ain't gonna be dead. We're not gonna be walking around here in crutches. And if in that process, then we can get together and try to create a world within our own community. I'm sick and tired of all the bickering and complaining and the headache, man. I wanted to.
What we gotta do? Put the seminar.
We gotta put the seminar together. Matter of fact, we supposed to have that cooking competition already by now.
I mean, you know what? I'm with it. Yeah,
we got to put the seminar together.
But the thing about me is, and people gotta understand this about me. I take this serious, man, because this right here saved my life. I told somebody this couple days ago.
I don't think people understand where you at. I understand when you say that. When you say that, I know what you mean. But other folks are listening. See, I've been knowing this man for a minute, y'all. Yeah. When he say that, I know it saved his life. When he say making a transformation saved his life, I already know what you was dealing with.
If they see the physical, man.
Yeah, I know what you was dealing with.
The internal.
And I know what you was physically dealing with too.
Yeah, man.
You know, a lot of folks don't know the story, so I know it was man. It was a time period where you was there, you was stressed out.
Man, look at here,
and so I know.
And I really mean that.
Yeah, I know that.
And this is and I'm gonna say this too, man. Hustle Muscle, the brand is not about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's really about helping others.
Yeah.
It ain't about me. It's not about me. It's about helping others achieve and change and seek better. It ain't about me.
We've been doing that ever since we met each other.
Yeah, but I think sometimes people get it twisted, man.
Yeah.
And I be like, man, this thing ain't about me.
No.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Listen, anybody that knows me like that knows I get off from work at 4:30. My next stop is training. I'm over at 7:30, and I'm in the bed by 10:30. Anybody that knows me know that's my routine.
That's on
about
that's
5 out of 6 days a week.
That's on point.
So I'm going to do
what you got to do to slide.
I'm going to do. Right. I don't, if everybody else want to sugarfoot around and not take their health back, and 20 years later, blah, 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 blah. Hey, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I know what it does for me in a positive light. It keeps me out of the negative.
Let's get together.
It keeps me from the drugs, the alcohol. Hey, man, it could be a whole lot worse.
Y'all look for these seminars coming soon. I'm going to hold them to it.
Yeah.
Hey, catch y'all on Monday. We'll be back in the house on Monday. Those 4 things I'm going to talk about on Monday in details. Y'all tune in to Monday shows. I've been holding this for a minute that I really want to talk about. I'll see y'all on Monday. Hey, have a good weekend. Don't forget about a car raffle here at the radio station for Cruising with Kids, the rap program. Got $10 tickets here at the radio station. Also, don't forget, let me make this announcement real quick. On June the 22nd, we're making an Impact Wake Up Coalition. We held at Wilmington Coastline Convention Center, sponsored by the radio station here. It's Friday, June the 22nd. I want you all that's on my ad to be there. The tickets for the dinner are $45. Don't worry, it's going toward a good cause. WCLI Radio here at the station. Help us out, help us support what we're trying to do at the Making an Impact and Making an Impact June 23rd at 7 p.m. Make sure you are there. Make sure you get your tickets at $45. A table of 9 is $360. So make sure that you are there in the house. You all that are stay tuned with WLTT 11 Radio, and you all that follow No Covers, do me a favor. I need 9 or 10 of y'all to get a table. So it's $45. Hit me on the inbox. Let's do this. All right. Peace and blessings. I'll see you all on Monday.